It's a free tool that's available, though it has got its paid version also. You can join in Class Dojo by using your Gmail ID. And here, see, when you create a dojo, right? This is the first page that you will come after signing in. Okay. Here, you need to join in as a teacher, and when you will provide the link or the code, right? So the parents will join with the parent, and the student will join with the student. Like in Byju's, for example, what happens when anybody joins Byju's, right? They create a parent app also where parent can track the performance of the students and whatever important information, say the teacher is posting, it will go to the students also and it will go to the parents also, right? So it creates basically two IDs. Now, how to go about it? You just need to click on this teacher icon. Once you will go there, you can try this later. And you can add the name of your students. Like, see, this is one classroom that I have already created, Mrs. Saxena's class. There are 35 students, right? And zero parents are added right now here. Now, how to create a classroom? For that, you just need to click on this plus sign. You will land on this page only. You need to click on plus new sign, enter the class name, grade, and once you will do that, like say I'm typing here ABC, I'm choosing a grade here, say I'm going ahead with grade 3, you need to click on create, right? Then here the class has got created automatically. You just need to mention the email IDs here. I'm closing this. I don't have. Coming back to my main classroom. Once you are here, add students. When you will click on add students, either you enter the name of the students one by one, right? First and the last name. Do one entry at a time. Or else you may copy or paste the student list. Like you should have a list in an Excel sheet. You can copy the name of the students from that Excel sheet by clicking on, say, import from Excel, paste the names here and then click on import list. Automatically the name of all the students will come up here directly, right? So I'm going back where I've already added students. Coming on to this. Now see, basic, what happens when you add the students, right? It will not come up like this. It will all be in the form of eggs. They will not become monsters. Okay. Once anybody will join the classroom, like we do in Google Classroom, we send them the invitation link, and as and when the student will join the classroom, the eggs will get hatched and these monsters will come up. Automatically, suppose if no student have joined, okay, suppose only 6 students have joined, 4 yet to join. So what will happen to those 4 eggs? Those 4 eggs will hatch after 14 days automatically. Right now, what are these points that are coming up here? These points are the points that I have given. Okay. Now, why need to give these points? Like suppose you are conducting an online activity and this is a platform that you have already opened. Okay. And here, when you come, you say, okay, Adya has performed very well in the classroom. I would like to give her points. We'll just click on Adya. For what you want to give the point? Helping others, on task, completed the task on time, participating in the activity, regular, punctual, teamwork, working hard, or you have any other skill in your list that, okay, shown improvement, stayed happy, jolly in nature, any other positive, anecdotes that you want to give to the child. So you can always create those positive anecdotes by clicking on add skill, right? And here you may click on add. Say here I'll click on add. We'll just give a thing, say, um, show, shown improvement, showed improvement, right? And how much points would you like to give for showing improvement to the children? I'll say I will give 2 points. Save. Now, this is not only for this child that has been added. It is added for all the students. Means this skill has been added for all the students. Point I will be giving here only to that particular child, right? Same way, if you want to add some negative things like where the child need to actually work and you want to cut marks for that particular thing, same way you will add skills here. like late submission is there, lazy is there, argumentative is there, any other anecdote that you have in your list that you can put up for the negative thing. You may add those skills here. If you want to go ahead with the negative points, you can go ahead with the negative points. If you don't want, you may leave that part also, right? So once you add a skill, it will get added with for all the students. Rather, you can select whom to give that particular point or no. So here for this, I'll say showed improvement. We'll just click on two. I'll say, okay, Aditya. Aditya did not show improvement, needs work. He's very lazy. Minus. So this is something that happens online, like right in front of the student. So it makes them feel like, good or bad. And they can see that, okay, who is leading in the classroom, what is their marks here. So you can create, say, two different classrooms for two separate batch and create a fair competition between those two batches, right? That see this batch is performing so well, their entire class has got these many points, and this has got these many points. If you have to add any further students, you may click on this add students, right? Now, what is this attendance? Say, suppose today you need to take the attendance part. At the bottom, there is this attendance option here. And if any child is absent, right, I'll just need to click on that particular child's name. Will be marked as a red and will click on save attendance. Now, what happened? For today, these students will turn gray in color. And here is the attendance, right? Then select, say, next part. Now I have marked the attendance. I need to create a, say, select students. I'll click on say select multiple. Now, whom you want to select? I want this child, this child, this child. I have to give them feedback. We'll click here on give feedback. These two students, like they were there in the group activity, they performed well. I'll say, okay, for participating, all these three should get 2 points. So सबको एक साथ 2 points मिल गया. Likewise, random. Now, when I click on random, like you are conducting any activity, so there you got the spin wheel. Last time in the last session, you got that word wall, right? The spin wheel activity. So here the spin wheel is not there, but you get the option of selecting the students random. So you may open this website on a separate tab when you are taking your online session and keep the record here itself, right? Okay, now who will answer this question? The random names are coming. And as and when the child answers the question, you may give them the points here for the positive, negative, answering, whatsoever. Okay, and this is there. Then other than that, like suppose you have conducted a task, you are conducting a task and you want the child to complete the task on time. Say I'm giving you 5 minutes time, right, to complete this particular task. Start the timer here only. We'll click on timer and we'll say you want to have a stopwatch or you want to start a countdown, right? I'll just mention here, say start. The countdown will start here only. If I go ahead with the stopwatch, we'll say pause, reset, stopwatch, and start. So the stopwatch will also start here. So the countdown start here only, then come here onto the profile, like as and when. Now, what is profile? Normally what happens, children, they do a lot of activities, right? Some creative work also they are doing, some videos they are creating, some pictures they are making. So in school, in physical school, what we do, we keep a folder, we create a, we normally have clear bags where we keep all the work of the student for every child. Every child has a clear bag in which we keep all their work, right? So here in digital platform, how you will go about, in this class dojo, you get the option of creating portfolios. So every child who is posting, right, it will come up here and automatically it will create a portfolio for each and every child. Okay, and say if you want to post anything to child's portfolio, like say here it is taking the child name Adya Mishra. When I click on this drop down arrow, can select the name of the student here. Say I want to go ahead with this Kavish and I want to write a positive feedback for this particular person, right? And I'll click here, can write anything, say here, very good. You want to attach a photo of the activity that the child did, anything that you took a screenshot of it during the session, you may click that and then you may just browse your file from your desktop. Add that particular image from your desktop. Say, I'll say that my children, they created one particular image. So this is the one. I'll click on open. It will get added up here, right? You want to add more files, you may click on more and then just click on upload one. So what will happen? The parents will also receive that, okay, this was the activity that my child was doing during the class today. You want to attach any file, you may attach a file also, like you have created a grade card of the students. You can attach that as well, and then you may click on post. So what will happen? The child's profile is getting created. Now, whatever child will add will get into this. Whatever you will add will get into this particular child's profile only. Okay. Then coming back here, suppose you have to create groups, right? How you will go about it? I'll click here onto toolkit, and there is a lot of say background noise that is coming in the classroom. The children, they are not putting themselves on mute. If you are there in your physical classroom, then also you can turn this on, and you may try this right now. I'll just request all of you to please turn your mic on. Please turn your mic on. Once you will turn your mic on, right, and if there is some background noise, you all just start talking here, and you will see that this how this noise meter works.
Hey, I think I'm the only one who is noisy.
See, as I will talk, now the voice is raising, right? It is going red. Hi.
Yeah.
Okay. So, like when the children are talking in the classroom, and you need to check their voice modulation, where they need to be soft, where they need to be high, keep their pitch high. So, it works as a calculator. So, you can use this in your classroom for sensitivity, like you can balance this also. Those who are speaking soft, the sensitivity part, you want to increase the sensitivity, you can increase. Zara sa bhi loud hoga, it will go very high, right? So it's up to you how you want to go ahead, keeping it moderate, closing it. Now say I want to create a team of my students where they will be working as a team. We'll say toolkit, and I'll click here on to group maker. Now it will, how many groups you want to create? Say I want to create 5 groups, and it has taken random students in the group. And I can show them this, that these are the students that are there in the group, right? So you all need to work together. Now I'm sharing the Padlet. Okay. Now group one, you need to join. Group two, you need to join. So you are not wasting time actually in making groups. Automatically, it is creating group. Now when one is left, so you may tell that particular child, okay, you may join group one or group two, whatsoever group you want to join. So this is another thing that you can do here in Class Dojo. Other than that, here when you come onto the toolkit again, and you want to go ahead with the music, like you have assigned them some tasks and you want the environment to be soothing for them, so you can add a music here, focus or active, like any activity that you have done where they need to be active and energetic, you may go ahead with the active part. Right? So this will be there in the classroom. Same way, if you want them to add a music, say focus, where they need to actually focus. Okay, so this can be done. Then when you come here onto the toolkit, what is other options are there? Think, pair, and share, right? Now here you may add a question for them that will be displayed on your board, means you need not to use a whiteboard here. There are few questions that are given here. Either you present that, what are you grateful for today? Okay, this is the question now. I'm going back and I'm creating a team for this particular question. You all need to answer. So here I'll just click, I'll say, okay, I'm making a group of 2 students each. Another group is here. You need to answer this question in the Padlet. Go ahead in the Padlet, they will answer there, right? So it's up to you how creatively you are using this particular tool. I'm going back here, crossing this. What other option do we have like today? Now, what is this today? Today is all about how's the day, what's the day and time. So when you are asking, like you have started your session, you may turn this on and the date and time will be displayed on the screen. Okay, so this is a wonderful tool basically that I find is good for till grade 5 and 6. Now, suppose any child wants to change the monster color, or say you want to assign, like for all the student whose name is starting with A, you want to keep them with one color. All the student whose name is starting with B, you want to keep them with one color. Or so those who are punctual, you want to give them a different kind of monster. So how you can go about it? We just need to come here onto student login. Select the child's name here, right? Monster is there. Click on this. Choose a monster from here.
The students can't change the icon.
They can also change. How they can change? Like when you give them points, right? When you give them points, right? So they can redeem these points. How they redeem it? They redeem it by say their they can add cap, they can add glasses onto them, they can wear shoes, they can do it as per their choice. From the student view, they can do that. And even, the best part is like any child's birthday is there, you want to celebrate their birthday. So here there is a monster who is wearing a birthday cap. So you can make them wear a birthday cap also. So these are the thing. Now, suppose you want to, can also track the child's performance by using the Class Dojo parent app.
I have a doubt.
Yes, ma'am.
The children who are in third grade, second grade, it won't be possible. Do I have to ask the parents to create their separate ID and then parents' ID should be separate?
No, ma'am, they can do it from their own ID. Rather, this is a more engaging, like you can say, a classroom activity when you are taking the session to create, enthusiasm amongst the students. Right? Like, see who likes pink color.
Yeah,
They
I
will
got that.
answer.
But I want to ask that do I need to tell the parents that you have to create another Google ID for your child, another
No,
Gmail
no,
ID?
no, no, no. No other Gmail ID. It will work in the same. Two separate links will get created, one for your student, one for your parent.
Okay, so
You
I
can
have
use
to
the
add
same ID. You can use
parent.
the same ID. Huh? And when the parents are joining, right? And suppose if it is starting the class dojo part, say I'm coming here as class dojo, not class master. Yeah. Okay. So using the same ID, they can go ahead as a parent or a student. Okay. If parents have a separate ID, then they can use the separate ID. If they don't have a separate ID, you want to keep a common ID for them, then you can keep a common ID for them. For smaller children, it is suggested go ahead with only one email IDs because anyways, child won't be able to access their account without their parents' guidance,
Right.
right? Huh. So you can ask them to have only one ID. And this is the way how you can use Class Dojo in a very say interesting manner. You can have a class story as well, wherein all the posts that the student when you click on class story, right? So what happened today in the entire session, you can put up that here. Like if you have recorded any part of the activity while taking your online session, you may record that, add that link here also. Okay, you can add the photograph. Any event like any PTM you want to have or any competition you are conducting, you may click on this event, add the date, add the description, post it here. So what will happen? It will go to the parents directly that, okay, this had happened today in the classroom and this activity is going to be conducted on this particular day. So it will work as a, say, communication platform with the parents as well, right?
So this won't be shared. There's no option to share this on WhatsApp, right?
No, no, no. This is a single platform that they need to open this particular website. So it looks like a more advanced version actually.
Yeah.
In
And
India, people are
so
not using it much.
I don't need to create WhatsApp group then. Is it true then?
Yes, yes. You need not to create a WhatsApp group. You simply add your students here. Ask
Hmm.
your parents to join the class dojo using this ID, and every update they will check in this particular platform.
Okay, great.
Right? So even like if the work done by the students in the Padlet, you can share that Padlet here by using the file link or the presentation that comes automatically, right? Just get the link of that presentation. I showed you how to get the link of the presentation because presentation gets created automatically as and when the students are posting. You may
Yeah.
just copy the link, put up here in the file part, add the link here, share it with the student parent. They will see, okay, this is what my children are doing. So it's a great, great platform actually. Any messages you want to share it with the parents, like you want to talk to any single parent, you may select that and you can connect with them, right? See here, as you come here, you need to send an invitation to this person, invite, you need to add their email ID or the phone number, right? And they will receive an invitation directly. Any other setting you want to go ahead? Here are the settings like Monster Eggs, class chat, automatically create a group of chat for your class that includes all the families. If you want all the parents to get interact with each other, you may toggle this on or else turn this off to stop the most of the problem, the root of main causes, right? You may toggle this off. Then enable comments. Yes, they can comment or they can have one-to-one conversation with me. Then parents, yes, they are required, co-teachers, students, you want the students to comment on the class story, yes or no. Allow during class hours, like when the session is on, you want the students to access to Class Dojo Island. Now, what is this Class Dojo Island? You can set up the timings here. Class Dojo Island is a kind of a game that gets created directly, automatically. You can provide that to your students. They can play games over there. So, like you can say that, okay, as a reward, if you will show performance, do good today in the classroom, I will give you access to the Class Dojo uh, Island. Now, how is that? I'll just go back. See, I'll come here onto the all classes. This is the Class Dojo Island. You just need to click on visit to which class you want to go ahead. I want to come here. This is the Dojo Island. The children can get access to it once you create a Dojo Island. And whatever time is mentioned, it will be available only for that duration. It's onto the teacher's hand whether they want to give this availability to them or no. And they can play games here. It's a very simple game, not very hi-fi game, but still till grade 5, they love it. So that's all from my side. If you have any doubts and queries, you may stay and ask. Those who want to continue, they can continue. So as per the theme, it changed. Like right now, the winter season is coming, right? So it is theme based, winter season may have, and children can dress this monster. How? See, they just need to click on this hanger and they will be dressing their monster. Like this. I want this cap, a crown, fine. Pants I want to change. We'll make him wear the pants. Now gloves. This one.
This, ma'am, actually we need to try it once. I've never tried it, so any doubts?
This is what the students are like. They love all
Yeah.
these, right? Eyes, they will select what
They
kind of
will
eyes
be
I
more
was.
creative, I guess. The kids would be more creative with this.
Exactly. So this is how they can create their own monster when they are in this Dojo Island. And you have this full access, like, okay, once the entire class will do the work, I'll give you access to the Dojo Island for tomorrow, only for a day. So the entire class will see the look has changed. And they can just go around how? By clicking on this arrow button, turning left and right.
My
How they
child
go.
is, I'm going to hide this from my child. He will sit and play this dojo.
So they can go around, collect these pots basically, somewhere or the other, jump on this and enjoy, slide, glide, collect rainbows. Okay, so here are some other options available. Music you want to add, you can add music here. Another sound is coming. Come here onto this, not able to jump. So they need to basically move around and do. If you want to create zones, you need to create zone, how many zones you want to create, and then go ahead with the process.